A short update on the energies. March 14, 2015. So here we are once again, ready to impart another message into your system. And yes, we do choose these words with care, as we want to remind you all that these missives come in many flavors, if you will, and even if the words we deliver are the most prominent ones to your human mind, what lies between them is in fact the main ingredient, so to speak, the main vibration that will affect you the most. And so, know that whatever it is you think you see, it is once again merely the tip of the proverbial iceberg, and even if this will not come as a surprise to any of you at this stage, we know it is important for us to keep reminding you all of everything that is taking place behind the human facade. Not just in you, but in all. For now, what may look like a relatively tranquil pool of light is in actual fact a deep pocket of intensely charged superconductive energy, one that will help you not only to literally move mountains, but also help you to jump ahead in ways that will elevate you above any obstacles that may still seem to clutter your intended path. And the way it will do this is by helping you to see that there are indeed alternative routes ahead, routes that may not seem obvious at a cursory glance, but will show themselves to be a much more viable option in the long run. Once again we seem to move around the topic in a rather obtuse way, but let us simply say that once again it behooves you all to go within to see where it is you are actually heading. For as we have told you on many an occasion, the path ahead is not set into stone, and now, this will be more evident than ever before. For now, everything is in flux, in a very literal sense, and so, just like a glacier in motion will show itself to be cracking open one day for then to close again the next, so too is this journey ahead for all of you. In other words, do not get stuck with any ideas of just how your next phase of this journey is supposed to be according to your plans. For now, it behooves you all to be as flexible as possible in the time ahead, the better to take advantage of any unexpected opportunities that may come your way. And so, the old advice of not letting your mind get in your way is once again essential, as the incoming light will sear through so many old connecting pathways and establish some very new ones by forging energetic alliances where there before were none. And so we say, stay flexible and stay open, but most of all, stay connected to you in every sense of the word. For you all carry with you a deep knowingness of the totality of this journey, but in order to make this journey doable for you in your current human incarnation, you cannot access any of this information until it is beneficial for you to do so. And as usual, any sudden glimpses of something new and intriguing will set off your imagination in such a way, it is apt to follow in the habitual ruts when it comes to thinking ahead. For as we have told you again and again, what is coming now is unlike anything you have ever seen before, but still, the human part of you will try its hardest to make sense of it all. And so, it will try to digest it by presenting you with some ideas that will fit nicely in with the way you are used to perceiving things, and then, act accordingly. But now, you must all do what you can to extricate yourself from any old habits of acting, reacting, and indeed perceiving. For now, you must stay open, and yes, we do mean that in a very literal way. For you must stay open to the very idea that any ideas you might have had previously as to where it is this journey will bring you and what it is you see yourself doing in the near or indeed more distant future. Now is the time to allow all of those old ideas fade away, the better to give room for the much, much wider spectrum of options that will be made available for you. Remember, a human mind finds much comfort in what is already familiar, and so, thinking and living outside the box may sound like a wonderful concept, but when it comes down to it, many will still feel more comfortable stepping back into the tried and true confines of said box. But now, it is indeed up to each and every one of you to truly take to heart what it really means to finally step completely away from these old ideas that used to define your dreams and aspirations, and to let them all go so that you can allow yourself to fully embrace whatever new it is that will be coming your way. For come it will, and so the question is, are you ready for it? So again we say, take some time to be with you, and to be with you in a way that is truthful enough to allow yourself to see beyond even the most distant shores in your imagination. For remember, You are so much more than what you can even begin to think about at this stage, so do not let yourself be hemmed in by your own inability to break away from what you think you see before you. So set yourself free from you, and allow the enormous potential that is already here begin to seep into your heart, and then, you will finally see that the more you see, the more you will know that you are in fact limitless. So allow your own ideas of limitations melt away, and allow all of your former expectations to do the same, and then, watch what happens. For we venture to guess that even in your wildest imagination, you would not be able to predict just where it is you will be going next. For you are heading for a destination that you cannot even begin to describe with your current vocabulary, whether that be in words, images, or in any other way you can think of. But remember, the only way for you to venture beyond your wildest dreams is to allow all of them to melt away, for only then will the truth of your new world finally begin to materialize. So sit with yourself for a while, and allow yourself to do what you may have thought you have already done, but you have in fact not yet done to the extent that you need to do now. Think big, think beyond anything you have ever done before. And then, let the full force of your co-creative imagination take you even beyond that. For then, you will begin to come a little bit closer to the full truth of your journey, and then, you will get the first real taste of what it is you are actually doing and why it is you are doing it in the first place. And so, once again we bid you all Godspeed on this, the next and perhaps most exciting part of your journey. We do hope you will all find it in you to go further than any of your former expectations. The Constant Companions. Channeled by Asia North. asianorth.wordpress.com